Walks onto stage. Good whatever, lady and gentlemen. Wow. 25 years. Doesn't time fly? Throws clock out the window. Smirks. I have never done an album review. And this probably is not going to be an album review. More a review of the album and what Read My Lips means to me. Pauses. 2001 and 2002 was a turbulent period for me. I found Read My Lips by chance. Pauses. Buckle up, because there is going to be a significant amount of that. Continues. At the time, I was buying music as something to listen to. Pauses. As you do. Anyway, I became fixated on the album Read My Lips. So much so, I fell in love with the character the songs created in my mind. Rolls eyes. And after spending some time on the Sophie Ellis-Bextor forum, Sophie herself looks down. It is such a sad, pathetic thing to admit. Looks up. It took a long time to wean myself off my fantasy girl. These days, the reality of my position in life's journey, and my sense of propriety tempers my emotions. Pauses. 25 years later. We still go on musical dates, although these days I tend to nod off before everything falls into place. Smirks. It is odd to have found an artist outside my preferred musical arena whose song, let alone album, captivates me. Pauses. Still. Sighs. And for that, I am forever in debt. Holds finger up. Although, to be clear, I am not a fan, more an ardent admirer. Pauses. I always used to rip CDs into MP3s and listen to them. Rarely spending any time on the artist's album artwork or their physical appearance. I initially confused Sophie Ellis-Bextor with Roisin Murphy, as I had bought some Moloko albums at the same time. Both Sing It Back and The Time Is Now are firm favorites of mine, along with newer, overpowered. Pauses. Read My Lips is not the first album I enjoyed as a music piece. And the later Read My Lips album release does not flow as well as the original 2001 release. Personally, I would have used a different song order than the original. Though, I was never tempted to alter the order. Media, I find, is best enjoyed as the artist intended. Smirks. Having said that, I have one of my music systems on random. And I play, name that tune. But, I digress. Pauses. I probably should start the review of the CD, Read My Lips, released in 2001. Read My Lips features the singles Take Me Home and Murder on the Dance Floor. Reads the sticker on the album cover. Back in 2001, record companies would generate some interest in an album before its release by releasing one or more singles from the album. Both of the singles had been released and music videos made. I must have bought the Murder on the Dance Floor single since I thought Sophie Ellis-Bextor was Roisin Murphy. On the cover of the Murder on the Dance Floor single, Sophie is there, in silhouette, with flowing hair, and can easily be confused with The Time Is Now aesthetic. This mistake was later rectified on the Sophie Ellis-Bextor forum. Remember, in 2001, the internet was not as widespread or as useful for looking things up as it is now. Pauses. Turning the CD over reveals the track listing. Take Me Home. Lover. Move This Mountain. Murder on the Dance Floor. Sparkle. Final Move. I Believe. Leave the Others Alone. By Chance. The Universe Is You. Is it any wonder? Everything falls into place. Smiles. 12 Monkeys. Or songs. As I say. With a range of music on display, quite eclectic. Whilst being tight on the overall theme. A personal relationship. Pauses. The two songs I enjoy the most are I Believe and The Universe Is You. Not least because the universe is me. Smirks. I am Brian Brane, the living universe. How you doing, like? And all that. Rolls eyes. I Believe and The Universe Is You would make an excellent 12-inch single. With a dub scratch version of I Believe and a more soulful a cappella of The Universe Is You. But I digress. Track 1. Take Me Home is a cover of a Cher song. It is a straightforward song about a lady leading a man away with her. In this case, on a musical journey. The lyrics. I'm in heaven, I'll show you heaven. It's so much heaven. Take me home. Take me home. In this case, home is a state of being. Pauses. The second track, Lover, is more of the romantic lyrical frolicking. With a little word play. The lyrics. I'm getting up. I'm getting down. I want to move. I've come around. Look in my eyes. I want you. Pauses. Steady on, Sophie. It's only track 2. Let's work our way through the whole album and see how we feel at the end. Smirks. The third track is Move This Mountain. This is an odd song, lyrically. No gentleman would admire a woman who can lift mountains. It's not ladylike. But I get the sentiment. The lyrics. I'll lift you up. And my back will never break. And I can move this mountain. Pauses. Computer. What does this all mean? The young lady is expressing a message of unwavering devotion, inner strength, and the ability to overcome immense obstacles. For her lover. Pauses. That is all very well. And unlikely. Although, the sentiment is appreciated. Young people have no idea what is ahead of them. Literally. On to track 4. Murder on the Dance Floor. This song was one of the singles, and recently had a resurgence. Due to its use in the film, Saltburn. Looks left. No, I have never danced naked to any song. Looks right. Pants, maybe. The lyrics. DJ, gonna turn this house around somehow. Murder on the dance floor. But you better not kill the groove. Pauses. This song is about wanting to have some fun, listen to some music and dance a bit. There is no homicide or large numbers of birds involved here. It is, more the case, it is sometimes difficult to have fun and stay in the moment. On to track 5. Sparkle. Sparkle in my mind. I find the lyrics impenetrable. They suggest the target of her love is the only one. Yet, the offer of her love is only for tonight. The lyrics. Believe me. You're the only one. Believe me. You're the only one. Sparkle in my mind. Sparkle in my mind. Pauses. I'm sensing some contradiction here. And an ultimatum. Unless, the only, relates to, nothing more than. And young Sophie is deploying some kind of oxymoron. Computer, help. The tension between. I'm only offering you love, and you're the only one, is not an oxymoron. It is a rhetorical paradox, or a play on the word's dual meanings. Rolls eyes. Come on Sophie, give me a fucking chance. We're not even halfway through the fucking album. Wags finger. Calm the fuck down, or I'm going to listen to some Kylie. Smirks. Track 6 is Final Move. Pauses. Hold the phone, would this not be better placed at track 12? The lyrics. I've been talking to myself again, not communicating anything. Pauses. You and me, both. I'm finding this all very intense. I'm used to albums taking me on a gentle, upward curve of enjoyment. Or finding just 1 or 2 tracks that I like. It's all very confusing. On to track 7. I believe. At this point in the album, anything could happen. And it does. Sophie goes into hyperdrive with my favorite track of the album. As a homeboy, I like strong beats and good vibes. And young Sophie is giving this song some welly, as she puts it. The lyrics. And I'm going to the peak of something. Lovely feeling, slippy breathing. Side note. Apparently, that's not a thing. Slippy breathing. But I think we all know what Sophie means. She's on the edge of something and sliding into it. It's pleasurable panic. Continues. Tell me how to break the news. There's no way that I can lose my love. And it's taken over me. I feel as if this love could last forever. As if my luck and hope have found each other. Pauses. Shouts computer. If the song, Sparkle, is about the glow of love. The song, I believe, is about the power of love. Pauses. No shit, Sherlock. Rolls eyes. Well, we are past the first half of the album. If you are still with me on this review, you are Sophie Ellis-Bextor. My question to you is, if it is not love, why does it feel so good? Pauses. Track 7 is Leave the Others Alone. This is quite unique and has a feeling of James Bond about it. I have never quite understood what bargaining is involved. Computer. Please explain. The song, Leave the Others Alone, tells a cryptic story of sacrifice, isolation, and a high-stakes confrontation. Rather than a traditional narrative, the song, Leave the Others Alone, explores a tense exchange between the singer and an authoritative figure. Pauses. Blofeld, perchance. Smirks. The lyrics. Black and gold. A safe combination. Heaviness sets the seed for the next generation. Raises eyebrows. Moving swiftly on to track 8. By chance. Let's ask the computer, since my interpretation for by chance may be off. Computer. Give us a clue. The song, By Chance, is about the frustration of silence. With a repetitive ending being a desperate loop of hope. Fuck off, computer. Are you even trying to understand? The lyrics. Take this down, turn it around. I am water underneath a bridge. In a song about problems, is more likely to refer to the singer being a bridge over troubled water. Computer. What does a bridge over troubled water mean? A bridge over troubled water is a metaphor for offering steadfast support, comfort, and sacrifice to someone navigating difficult times. Pauses. I think this is the meaning of the song, By Chance. Given Sophie's propensity to talking to herself. By chance is Sophie's conversation with herself. About providing support to someone in distress. In her own way. Pauses. We are now on to track 10. The universe is you. Smirks. The lyrics. Read my lips. I don't want to get involved with relativity. Take my time. Use it wisely. You're controlling certain gravities. Pauses. Titles the album Read My Lips. Sophie rejects the universe's intrusion on her life, for which I apologize on behalf of the universe. The lyrics. Tell yourself you can't have me. I rely on probability. Leads us back to chance and the serendipity of love. Life is a series of choices, and our own actions have unexpected consequences, especially when words get in the way. Computer, how do you interpret the song, The Universe Is You? The song, The Universe Is You, is referring to an all-consuming, romantic partner. Sighs. Serendipity, do-da. Serendipity, hey. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Serendipity, do-da. Serendipity, hey. On to track 11. The album's penultimate song. Penultimate. Penultimate. Pen. Ultimate. Pauses. Penultimate is such a superfluous word. Anyway, track 11 is titled Is It Any Wonder? Go on then, computer, what do you make of Is It Any Wonder? The song, Is It Any Wonder, by Sophie Ellis-Bextor, explores the surreal feeling of finding a deep connection by chance. Wow. A deep connection. Smirks. And the lyrics. Don't explain by its name. We write our words forever in the space. Who could say, chance again? Chooses to bring together you and me. Pauses. Its name is biophysical microworm hurls, or BPM for short. Rolls eyes. I was banned from Sophie Ellis-Bextor's forum for something, and I ended up on Mobby's forum. By chance. Smirks. Mobby produced Is It Any Wonder? As I found out on Mobby's forum. I tend not to read albums, as I mentioned. Pauses. I did find a deep connection on Mobby's forum. Alas, circumstances prevented any realization. Looks up the word that describes such a romance. Star-crossed lovers. I have never heard of that one. Although I have heard of Romeo and Juliet. And Romeo y Julieta cigars. Pauses. Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. Maybe I should try smoking Hamlet cigars. Smirks. Stoic resignation or peace is a cigar called Hamlet. But I digress. Pauses. We have arrived at our final destination. Smirks. Time to meet your maker. Track 12. Everything falls into place. Looks left. None of the other songs are anything like Everything Falls Into Place. Looks right. Thank heavens. As it is extremely bouncy, nonchalant, and frivolous. The lyrics, chorus. Everything falls into place. Everything falls into favor again. Everything falls into place. And then we all go mad. And throw it away. We all go mad and throw it away. Pauses. Every now and again. The universe makes sense. Then, we brush ourselves down. And get back to ignorance. Rolls eyes. The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. Pauses. Is any of this registering? I recently came across a book entitled In the Beginning. The Birth of the Living Universe. I had never heard of it before. It was first published in 1993. I knew of the author, John Gribben, as I had read his book, Stardust. An excellent book to read if you want to grasp physics concepts, which explains the complexity of the cosmos, without complexity of thought. Pauses. Needless to say, the concepts within physics of a living universe are ancient history. The problem is, how is the living universe connected? Smiles. For me, Read My Lips was the proof that the universe is connected. And biophysical microworm hurls are the nodes in the connectivity. Pauses. Or dramatic pause. I am just fucking with you. Smirks. At this point in my life, I just want to get on with my life and enjoy some well-earned me time. Sips tea. Takes a different turn. Having said that, if you want to blow my mind, tell me that you love me. And this time mean it. Smirks. Tell it to my heart. Tell it to my soul. Tell it to my buzz face. Pauses. You know. To love and be loved. That's what life is all about. Keeps the stars coming out. It is what makes a sad heart sing. The birds take wing. To love and be loved. That's what living is for. You make me want you more. The more you sing. Let others race to the moon. Through time and space to the moon. My goal is greater than this. To reach your lips, to share your kiss. To stay in your arms is the dream I pursue. To be sheltered and safe from the storm. To be cozy and ever so warm. And for always to love and be loved by you. Sighs. It was so easy to fall in love with the Sophie Ellis-Bextor. From 2001. Paul's face. Oh yes, almost forgot. The Read My Lips. Album review. Pauses. 5G type stars. And a type 2 supernova. Gestures accordingly. Peace, I am out of here, word up. Exits stage left.